Hello and what is going on today, guys? Tomcat here. Welcome back to SpinTires MudRunner, and I hope that you guys are having an awesome holiday season. And whether or not you have already celebrated, or if you are on your way to celebrate the holidays, or if you're not celebrating the holidays at all, either way, I hope you guys either have already had or are having or are going to have a awesome holiday season. So, with all that being said, we have a realistic build to dive into today that is a work in progress from my friend IR, and this truck is a 89 Toyota Hilux, and it's got a few modifications right now, but I want to go through in a little bit more detail how the truck drives and what it's like. Now, obviously, detail was very important to him on this truck, so you can see a fully modeled suspension, steering arms, front axle, just pretty much every joint in the front is there. You've got these actually really nice looking BFGs, old school wheels with manual hubs, as you can see. It actually seems like he's gone for the manual hubs in the front and the back, which is interesting. You also see in the rear suspension, you have your shocks, your leaf springs. You know, you can see the shackles are all, even the bolts through the shackles have been modeled. You have your like old school style trailer hitch back there. You can see the frame underneath the bed. You can see just about everything. Now, if we go to the interior of the truck, we can see that our dude is asleep, but the interior obviously is still very much a work in progress, but I'm also not sure if the speckles on the side of the truck are supposed to be part of a graphic, or that's just supposed to be like rock chips and dirt, you know, like the thing has been used out in the woods. So with that being said, I'm going to go through the modifications you have with this truck, and then we're going to drive it and see what it's like. So you have the roll bar, which carries currently 2,000 repair points, and it's an interesting design. I mean, it goes really far back in the bed, so I'm not sure how I feel about it, but it's nice that it's there as an option. You also have the lights up top. You have a scout trailer, which is probably going to be one of the more popular options for this truck because it just fits the personality. It fits the profile of the truck. And, you know, if that's something that you guys are into, if that's something that you're into doing, which is using your, like, for example, using mods for actual like scouting in objective gameplay, then this would be a really good one for that, especially with that scout trailer. I'm going to go ahead and pull it back off though. And the stock bumper, which he does say, is literally state in the upgrades list, reduces approach angle. So you can make it look proper per se, but just know that your off-road capability is going to be a little bit limited, but for the sake of this test on this particular map, I'm going to put the stock bumper on it because I like the way it looks. We're going to drive it around a little bit, and then we'll do a little bit more off-roading where, since we have dev tools, we'll be able to actually just take it off pretty much while we're on the move. So before we set off, I'm just going to make sure we have a full tank of fuel, and we're going to go ahead and get on down the road. Now, as far as testing this thing out, in terms of on-road performance, I mean, we're already up into 5th gear, and it's really quick. I mean, it's as quick as anything in MudRunner needs to be. It really is. And it's also, it's all up. Wow, it's actually very predictable and easy to drive. Probably because it's got a lot of understeer at high speeds, but understeer is very simple to manage in this game, so it's not really an issue. But if you were to put the all-wheel drive and the diff lock on and make a right, Oh, it got caught up on a rock. I was going to try and leave it in automatic mode and just climb up that bank. Let's see if she'll do it. It keeps wanting to shift. But, hey, I mean, it just goes right up the side. Albeit with a little bit of shifting, but that's pretty normal. I mean, that's pretty normal of most automatic gearboxes in MudRunner. And I'm sure that he may refine the programming of that transmission a little bit more before he decides to release the truck. But it is a really cool package and a really cool setup. Now, high is, let's see. Wow, it's, okay, so it's about the equivalent of 4th. It's not crazy fast. It's more what I can see as something you would use to kind of bump yourself up an obstacle on a trail. I mean, like, let's say you wanted to climb, I don't know, these rocks right here. You could bump it up into high, and without much difficulty, it just kind of bumps itself right up the hill. Now, the nice thing about that is that it doesn't take a lot of run-up to get it into high either, and it really does climb hills very well. Now, we know all about this map. We know all about the American Wilds maps. Obviously, we don't really need much in terms of, like, you know, figuring out where everything is. But with that being said, though, it's kind of nice that, you know, it's kind of nice to bring trucks back here every once in a while because we really can get a good sense of how everything performs on a map like this. Now, I've been thinking about getting a variety of realistic builds like this and a few others together to go to truck night. And whoa! I wasn't expecting it to do that. Whoa, that's actually pretty impressive. Okay. I didn't expect it to climb something that steep. I mean, it just went right up. It was just like, okay, cool. You want to go up that? We're going to go up that. And we're not going to complain about it, but that's the way we're going. But yeah, I've been thinking about taking a variety of realistic trucks out to truck night and seeing what they can do, because we always take like super cartoonish and crazy stuff out there, but never like the realistic rigs. So I'd be really curious to... Whoa! What? All right, this thing... Hey, it may not look all that threatening, but it likes to party. It is a Toyota, and it's really similar to the unkillable Toyota from old Top Gear, if you guys remember that thing. Dude, they literally dropped that thing off the roof of a building that they packed with, like, dynamite and blew it up. I mean, it's like, and it drove back. Well, no, that was when they actually killed it, but they literally left it in the sea to rot away, and it drove back into the studio. I'm like, dude, freaking Toyotas, man. I gotta, like, you have to hand it to them. Toyotas can literally, it's like, oh, years of lack of maintenance, neglect, and abuse. Toyota be like, hey, it's just another normal day walk in the park, man. I'm still going to start up and go to work for it in the morning. Oh my God. Whereas like some other things would be like, oh, you missed my last oil change? Explosion. So it's kind of one of those things where, ooh, let's see what it's got in terms of load carrying capacity, because he did tell me that it had, yo! Christmas trees. Okay, that's, well, or Christmas tree. That's pretty cool. That's pretty freaking cool. And it fits the season. I think that's the coolest thing. We've literally gone and picked up a Christmas tree, and now we have to bring it home. Oh my God. Literally, we have a Christmas tree delivery, and I couldn't be happier to actually, like, to actually do that at this time of year. That's so cool. That is so cool. Oh my God, I love it. Whoa. Man, if you stay in the throttle, it really, I keep forgetting the interior's unfinished, but if you stay in the throttle, the little thing goes. I mean, it's a really good little rig. I'm actually thinking about trying to take a bypass through the swamp and see if we can shave a little bit of time off that Christmas tree delivery. Let's see how it does heading through the swamp waters. Whoa! Oh, God! Oh, no! Oh, God, that was a little too much for the poor little thing. Okay. All right. All right, Swamp, you win. Come on. Start. There we go. Okay. We're not going in the swamp again. The swamp is not for us. Not for the little Toyota. Hey, it is realistic in that regard, though. It's one of the coolest realistic builds that I've seen recently, because a lot of people don't really pay all that much attention, in the modding community anyway, sometimes, to these old Toyotas. And I feel like it's kind of a lost opportunity, because there's so much to love about these old Toyotas, and one of the major things being how unkillable they are. And, you know, that's you know, maybe not super true for MudRunner, because everything in MudRunner has a damage value, and once you hit that predefined damage value, your truck is done. But in real life, these things literally have a reputation for pretty much being the truck that you take where no other truck is gonna last. If you want a truck to last you like 20 years, you get one of these. You know why? Because it'll last you 20 years, and then just so happen to give you another 20 years because it feels like it, you know? That's just how these old Toyotas are. And you talk to any like diehard Toyota fan, and that's why they love these things, particularly diehard Hilux fans. They just love them for the reliability, how robust they are, and really kind of some of the history of it, because these things were born and bred to be the workhorse, and they always have been. But not only the workhorse, but the workhorse that can then go and have fun on the weekends. I mean, these things were not only super capable in all areas of the world, but they were also like not only super capable in areas of Europe, areas of Africa, areas of Japan, but also in Australia and in the US. Really anything where you needed a truck to withstand a harsh environment, boom, Toyota Hilux. Like, now granted, they didn't release it as a Hilux in the US, but it was one of those trucks where you kind of just had to love it. No matter where you were from, you had to love it. Are we heading the right way in terms of Christmas tree delivery? Sort of. You know what we're going to do? It's a Hilux. We're going to take the back way. You know why? Because we can. Come on. I've literally never followed this little creek. I didn't even know it was here. Sup? Oh, it dries up. Oof. All right, we got a little Christmas tree to drop off. And once we do that, wait. Why am I giving you my Christmas tree? No. I want to take it home. But unfortunately, they won't let me across the bridge with my Christmas tree. They're real stingy at that bridge lately. All right. So unfortunately, we have to unload our Christmas tree here. But if you guys enjoyed this little tour of the Toyota Hilux by IR, then I will give you guys, I'll keep you guys in the loop. I'll keep you guys updated on the status of this truck, on you know, what he plans to do with it and whether or not he plans to release it. But if y'all enjoyed this video, slam that like button. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. And literally, there's going to be a lot more with this, where this came from, coming very soon. So hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications, and I'll see y'all there. Talk to you guys next time.